All right. So please rename your chat ID to appointment role dash your name. Example, if you're going to be the speaker number one, please rename it as speaker number one. And if your name is Ben, dash Ben. And for those of you who are guests, please rename your name as guest dash Ben, so that all the team members will be able to identify you. So then the next one will be microphone. Put your microphone on mute when you're not speaking. We encourage all of you to turn on your videos, if you don't mind. Thank you. Next slide, please.
Okay.
All right. If this is your first time attending our club meeting, can you please write yes in the chat box? So that we know, who's our distinguished guest for tonight. Oh, thank you, Srinivas. Is there any other guest here? Oh, thank you, Manisha. Oh,
Everyone.
I see a lot of guests here. I mean, thanks for joining us tonight, guys. Good to see all of you. I believe some of you are from different part of the world. In Singapore, it's kind of evening. It's going to be night soon. Can I invite two of the first timers to introduce yourself and tell us, what bring you here?
So, hi, I'm Srinivas. I'm from Hyderabad, India. I had been a Toastmaster up till about a year ago. Uh, I had been on a break, but I intend to join back. And I like the opportunity it gives to connect across boundaries and, talk to people across the world and understand how we are different and the same at the same time.
Sure. Thanks for sharing, yeah. Good to have you here from Hyderabad.
Thank you.
Thank you. I hope you find this useful, this session. Even for me, I joined last month. I wanted to join Toastmaster for like maybe 20 years. You won't believe. Then finally, I joined last month, and I've already learned, a lot, I can tell you. Thanks again. So can we have another guest, please? Anyone want to share with us? Or maybe I might have to call out the lucky person, maybe a lucky winner. If you don't mind, can I ask my Atena Lee to share with us a few words?
Sure. So my name is Athena and I'm now 22 years old. I'm doing my master at Singapore Institute of Management, and the program is called International Business. Actually, the program is from the University of Birmingham, and I'm from Taiwan. I've never participated in this kind of club before, so actually I'm a first timer. And what I want to receive from this club is that I want to learn how to do public speaking in a very confident way. So thank you, everyone. Nice to meet you.
And thanks for sharing again. Yeah, nice to hear from you too.
Sergeant in Arms, this is Penny, one of
Hi,
your
Penny.
regular guests. Now, I've seen that
Hi.
one of my great latest contacts in money mastery, believe it or not, is a highly qualified gentleman called Elliot who works for JLL and based here. And I see that Elliot has gone onto Zoom here, which I'm really pleased about. He may be in and out a little bit because he's traveling with his family tomorrow quite early. But Sergeant in Arms, I just wanted to make sure that you knew that connection together.
Sure, we took note of that. Thank you. So thank you for taking your time to join us today. And we encourage all guests to participate in the table topic section later. That's going to be interesting. Please do join. So without further ado, let me invite our Toastmaster of the evening. Sousa Gavin is grateful for the opportunity to become a TMCS member in 2021 and for being warmly supported to grow as a speaker and coach. Even now from Switzerland, she still feels included in the best club ever. How sweet of her. Please let us welcome our Toastmaster of the evening, Anna Sousa, Gavin.
Thank you, Sheik. Thank you.
Evening, Anna.
Hi. Good evening, Mr. President, fellow Toastmasters, and esteemed guests. Welcome to TMCS, the oldest and biggest club of Singapore. And this is really the best club ever, but I haven't tried the other ones yet. I have a question for you today. What are you grateful for? And this is the theme for our meeting. What are you grateful for? Olivia, myself, and the team preparing the meeting today invite you to think about the power of gratitude in creating a positive mindset and attracting more opportunities. When you approach the new year with a sense of gratefulness for what you have and what is to come, you will find the resilience within you. It is easy to fall into self-criticism, especially when reflecting on a year gone by. So, however, practicing gratitude for the small steps and being kind to ourselves is extremely important. Every effort, even the seemingly insignificant ones, contributes to our growth. So celebrating those moments of resilience and perseverance helps us appreciate our journey and encourages to keep moving forward. Soon, you will go into breakout rooms of about 3 people, and you will have 6 minutes to share amongst yourselves one thing that you are grateful for that happened this year, which you hope will carry on for next year, and what will you do to make that happen? I'll give you an example. Once you are in your breakout room, you will share, number one thing that you are grateful for this year. I am grateful for the wonderful people I got to coach this year as a public speaking coach. And step 2, what will you hope to carry on for next year? So I hope, since I moved to Switzerland 6 months ago, and I no longer have a network, which I had in Singapore, but I hope to continue coaching in 2025. So what can I do? Number 3, and last thing, how will you make it happen? Well, I plan to start offering group coaching sessions in my village and in my children's school and slowly rebuild a network here in Switzerland. Is that clear? So meet in your breakout room, share your 6 minutes with your group, and what are you grateful for, and how will you make that continue happening next year? Are we ready, Olivia?
Okay.
All right, enjoy your breakout room. And remember, turn on your videos.
Joy.
It all join.
I'm
Mm,
gonna.
So,
Ah, Olivia, you put the time limit.
13 rooms.
But did you put a time limit? So
Oh,
in 6 minutes to
let me
switch it off?
check again. Oh my God. Um, hey, I didn't put on just now. Or I after we count ourselves, then I close.
Okay.
I think it's about just now it's 10. Check.
So give them 4 more minutes.
Okay.
Hey Olivia, how are you?
Fine.
Hi Anna,
I think just remember.
There we go.
nice to meet you.
You too. Hair looking good.
Thank you.
Everyone is in breakout rooms.
Oh,
You want to join? Let me check. Is there any?
This Elios keeps going in and out.
Yes. We close at 7:16.
Yeah, so send them a message saying it will close in 1 minute.
Okay.
Hello, Olivia. Why am I the only one in here in this room?
I think it's because it's assigned automatically. Okay.
Haha.
Let me check with the man one. So you all along you are only one in.
Yeah.
So okay. My God. Because all I saw is 3 person,
Mm.
2 unassigned. You are in the room too? Should be. Oh. So just now you are with me and Anna. But then
I thought it's like you not yet received the invitation. Oh my God, so sorry.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
never mind, never mind. So I'll go back to the main room, is it?
okay, we go back to the main room.
Thank
I'm
you, Olivia. No worries. Thank you.
good.
Is it much more expensive there?
All right, LL, we will talk during break. How about
Okay.
now,
So
everyone?
yeah, right.
All right, welcome everyone. I hope you had a wonderful time in your breakout rooms. Hope you are refreshed, feeling grateful for all the wonderful things you had this year. And I hope you feel inspired to enjoy our meeting tonight. There are three main parts of our meeting. We will have prepared speeches, table topics, and the evaluations. And now, without further ado, to declare our club meeting open, I will now invite our club president to deliver his opening address. Our president believes in his excellent team and celebrates every of their achievements. That is a great example of powerful leadership. Please welcome Mr. Vlad Tapia.
Thank you, Anna. Lovely intro. Good evening, TMCS. I want to welcome everybody to tonight's meeting. The theme is our year of gratitude. Now, doesn't that sound like the perfect way to wrap up an incredible year together? Now, for us, I want us to start with a simple exercise. Is everybody ready? Okay. I want you to just close your eyes for a moment. Don't worry, it's Zoom. No one will judge you. Now I want to think back to a time this year at TMCS that made you smile. If you're a guest, maybe it's today's meeting. If you're a member, maybe it was the thrill of delivering your icebreaker, or the joy of surviving a table topic till the green light came on, or the quiet pride of hearing someone say that was inspiring. Now, take a moment to really picture that. I want you to feel the excitement, connect to that moment, and the growth that that moment brought to you. Now, you can open your eyes now, but hold on to that feeling, because that is what we're here to celebrate tonight. This year, TMCS has been like a good movie. It's been full of inspiring moments, like you're feeling in this moment, unexpected twists, and plenty of applause-worthy scenes. Just to recap what has happened this year, we have had 46 chapter meetings. That is 46 evenings of laughing, growing together, and cheering each other on, because that's what we're known for, cheering each other on, even when you forget your lines. We've had 269 speaking slots. That is 269 times that someone stepped up on stage and shared their stories and reminding us why we love this community. And last but not least is 44 educational awards, each which is a testament of courage, commitment, and a dream becoming a reality. Because it's not just about the numbers, it's also about the stories behind those numbers. Like the icebreaker speech that gave us goosebumps, the table topic sessions that turned our nerves into laughter, or the mentor whose quiet advice became something breakthrough for you when you heard that evaluator on stage say something like, I never thought of doing that before. These are the moments that remind us that this is not just a club, it's also a family. And tonight, we're here to reflect on those moments and celebrate what we have accomplished together. So what's on the agenda? Well, let's say it's all making it fun. Okay, so remember the word fun, F-U-N. F will stands for feedback, because you're going to hear our evaluators. They'll show how to turn every experience into a stepping stone for your growth. U for understanding. You're going to understand our speakers who will share stories that will help us connect, learn, and see the world through a fresh perspective. And N is for new experiences, for those people that are going to be doing table topics and who will be challenged to think on their feet and prove that sometimes the best answers come from the least expected, or we least expect them. Now, here's my challenge to you. As you listen to tonight, think about one person in this club who's made a difference in your journey. Maybe it's a mentor who guided you. Maybe it's that new friend that you met at TMCS who's encouraging you. Or that speaker that left you inspired and in awe. Let them know. Gratitude isn't just a feeling, it is a gift that strengthens the connections and that keeps this community thriving. As we reflect on this year, my heart is full because of all of you. I've seen so many of you guys go on stage and just grow. And for example, our VPE Olivia today, she did her icebreaker back in September 16. And wow, that was probably one of the best executed icebreakers I've seen. She worked really hard on it tirelessly and just delivered so well, that icebreaker.
Thank you so much.
Now, yes, I really mean it. And so with that, I would like to send it back to our Toastmaster evening, Anna Gavin, who I'm very happy to have here tonight, all the way from Switzerland. And thank you very much, everybody. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you, Mr. President. So wonderful to see you all. And let's have some FUN tonight. I would like to appreciate the appointment holders who are making tonight's meeting possible. You can help me appreciate them by using your icons. You have these little funny buttons here, see? Look at that. So as I share their names, enjoy. Oh yeah, by the way, there's the meeting agenda. In case you want to know in more detail, just scan this QR code and you'll find out what's happening tonight. And I will start appreciating the appointment holders, starting with Olivia. She joined TMCS in July this year, and looking back, it is one of the best decisions she has ever made. She not only loves the club environment, but also cherishes the connections she has made within. And Velika Theo. Could we have the photos slide so we can see them? There we are. So I'm talking about our VPEs. Vice President of Education. So Velika is thrilled to wrap up the final meeting of the year, and with it being online. Oh yeah, it's part of her introduction. Then we have Wilson, our VPM. He has been with TMCS for 3 years, and he's excited to be part of our last chapter meeting for the year, and is eagerly looking forward to the festive holidays. And now our wonderful SAAs, Sheik. Uduman had aspired to join Toastmasters since he was young. After much time, he finally became a member last month, and he is thrilled to have joined and has been inspired by watching others speak with grace and confidence, which he believes has also contributed to his personal growth. And Sugumaran is a cybersecurity professional, striving to save this world from cyber threats. Sergeant at Arms wants you to do. I don't know what is this message that. Okay, fine.
Just accept it.
I'll just accept it. All right, continuing. And then we have TME, where I don't know who it is. Oh, yeah, the timer. Sarah is an HR professional building data and people connections at work and a dedicated wife and mother of a 5-year-old at home. She's looking forward to connecting with everyone at TMCS. Our counter tonight, Luca Bertorelli, just started his Toastmasters journey and he's looking forward to learn and make up for the time lost. Nothing is ever lost. It's always time. And Sheik is also our wonderful photographer. Sheik is doing everything. He's wonderful. So thank you all the appointment holders for making our meeting tonight possible. Let's send them some love. Ching. And let's get started with a very exciting part of our prepared speeches. Today we have 6 project speakers. They have to pay attention to our timer, Sarah. So Sarah, would you like to let us know the timing sequence for our speeches? Yeah.
Definitely. So greetings, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As timer and also first timer, my very first time doing any role, I will time the formal speeches. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and red virtual background, which denote specific times remaining. Those giving speeches should limit their remarks to their specific speech times. We have one icebreaker. The icebreaker speeches should be 4 to 6 minutes in length. At 4 minutes, I will change to the green virtual background. At 5 minutes, I will change to the yellow background. And at 6 minutes, I will change to the red background. After that, the speaker will have another 30 seconds to wrap up, after which the speaker will unfortunately be disqualified. But most other speeches should be 5 to 7 minutes in length. And 5 minutes, I will change to the green background. 6 minutes, I will change to the yellow background. And 7 minutes will change to the red background. And the 30 seconds will apply after that as well. Okay. Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, and best of luck to all those that are making speeches today.
Thank you, Sarah. And speakers, you not only have to pay attention to Sarah, but you also have to be aware of Luca. Luca tonight is our counter. Luca, what will you be doing?
Thank you. Greetings, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. The purpose of the counter is to note words and sounds that are used as a crutch or pause filter by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler sounds, including a, a. I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase, such as I, as, or this means. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. Thank you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Luca. I am trembling now. Breathing. As our speakers start their speeches, make sure to pay attention and feel free to send your words of encouragement and even suggestions via the chat. They will greatly appreciate your feedback. And plus, when you observe and listen critically, you learn. So not only you will be helping them, but you will be helping yourself grow. And I will move on to introducing our first speaker. This evening, we'll be presenting her first speech, the icebreaker, under the pathway Visionary Communication Level 1. Can I call upon the evaluator, Velika Teo, PM4, to read us the project objectives, please?
Yes. The purpose of this project is for Sumithra to introduce themselves to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. All the best to you, Sumithra.
Thank you, Velika. Sumithra Mohanraj works at home, and she's giving her first ever speech at TMCS. The title of her speech is Embracing Art. Please welcome Sumithra.
Yeah, hi. Good evening. I know it's after a Monday morning blue, you people might have reached here for this meeting here. I know for many working people, it's like Monday morning blues, but in case of stay-at-home mom like me, it's Monday morning is school because kids go to school and then we have our own me time. It's like you have your me time, that's like cool to, uh, it's to enjoy your own time. So that's the way I used to feel. So now I cannot ask any of your age now. I cannot even see how, I'm newbie here, so I'm not even sure how things work here. So one thing I'm sure, can anyone spell me the word 40 here? Anyone? Okay. Okay, the spelling goes like Forty, right? There is no U in 40, right? So, but the old English used to have U. Maybe the modern world is just trying to say that you will not be in 40. But there's a false hope. We all end up being in 40, okay? So, uh, I hear that people are not hearing me properly. Can you hear me now? I tried already when I was in the.
How about if we spot the speaker instead of the slide, we can get more
I did
information.
go to the breakout room and then people could hear me once I said things clear. Now
Yes, we can hear you.
you can hear me?
Just
Okay,
yeah.
fine. So when 40 really happened to me, I didn't realize because I was this person who was having this hangover of 35 plus all the time, ever since I was a teenager. Being a very tall lady, tall girl, I used to always feel that I was in my 30s. People used to treat me like a, mother hen. People my school age, people used to treat me like a mother hen. I used to be more like a elderly person to them. So when 40 really came up, it really didn't occur to me that I reached 40. But then when I realized that I've already reached 40, I really wanted to feel young. One of the way I wanted to feel young was to pursue courses, new courses, learn new things. That by learning new things, I thought I'll feel young. Thanks to all this post-COVID thing, like there were so many e-learning things. So I started learning things with the Zoom classes and stuff like that. But after signing up for a lot of classes, what I realized, I did feel young after learning, after joining classes, not because that I was learning well, rather I was trying all my luck to bunk those classes, like the good old college times. I was trying all my luck how to bunk a class. That's the way I was doing. So in a way that, like in that way, I started feeling young. I won't say that I was learning things. At one point I realized, more than learning things, let me embrace art, which will make me feel better, all those 40 plus gloomy feel that I won't get. So I thought I will end up doing some artworks. So initially I thought of doing painting, which was close to my heart because anyhow I was already coloring a lot. You know what I mean. So I thought I'll just do the painting part. So I was not a great artist. I started as an amateur. Then when I started painting, I used to share it among my friend circle and my family, extended family members, everyone. The minute they saw my paintings, they will start congratulating. They will be praising it, but under the name of my children, not me, because they thought those were my children painting. That bad the painting was. So then I worked on my painting skills. I improved it. But even now, after almost 6 to 7 years of my painting, I still, after like 1 year, if I look at my painting, I still feel that my paintings are not that good. But at that time, I would have liked it. So what I realized is I was trying to feel young, but then now I feel even more younger because with art I started feeling like a child. So I feel like instead of learning things, when you embrace art, you end up feeling even more like, like a child, and then you enjoy being that you end up enjoy being the child which you have been hiding it there. Very everybody have a child inside. The inner child comes out when you embrace art. So I started enjoying art. I still do a lot of painting. And then when I do a very good painting, I enjoy it by baking a cake. When I feel the painting has come out well, I enjoy by baking a cake. And if later at one stage when I see that painting, if I feel very gloomy, I get a bit of wisdom about it and write a poem. So anyhow, my art also paves way to other art form in my life. So in that way, I'm just having fun with all type of art forms, which really gives me a lot of pleasure and also peace of mind, and is unleashing the child in me. So I did try stand-up comedy recently. That was also one of the way I wanted to have fun, but stand-up comedy had its own negative point. Like, I'm not for adult comedy. That's like a bit like too much of adult comedy is going on now in this stand-up comedy field. So I thought, let me try Toastmasters for improving my public speaking skill. That's all is my speech for today. You have been a lovely audience. Hope my audio was clear. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sumithra. I feel inspired now. When I do something good, I will bake or maybe ask my kids to bake for me because they are much better than me. And I love that tip that you gave, that we should write something to pick ourselves up when we're feeling down. So I love that. Thank you. Very inspired. And let's move on to our speaker number 2. Our second speaker tonight is doing the project Speaking with a Purpose under the pathway Presentation Mastery Level 1. Can I call upon the evaluator, Wilson Pei, PM1, to read us the project objectives, please?
Thank you, TME Anna. So the purpose of Ashley's project is to learn and review the basic methods for writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. All the best, Ashley.
Thank you, Wilson. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. Yep, all good.
Wait, Ashley, I have to introduce you. Wait. Okay.
Cool.
Ashley Yap embarked on a life-changing journey when she left her home country to explore opportunities abroad. Through challenges, cultural immersion, and personal growth, she discovered her purpose and built a meaningful life there in Singapore. The title of her speech is Purpose Beyond Borders, My Journey to Singapore. Please welcome Ashley. Ashley, let's do a mic check.
Can you hear me? All good?
All good.
Awesome. Thank you, Anna. So just very quickly, show of hands from the audience of those who came to Singapore to explore opportunity. And show of hands for those who find Singapore now as their second home. Awesome. Thank you for your enthusiasm. Today, I stand before you humbled and grateful as I reflect on my 16 years journey in Singapore. It was a journey filled with challenges, triumphs, and lessons. It was a roller coaster ride, but through determination and perseverance, I became who I am today because of that. I came to Singapore with a job offer. I landed here, as I remember, in February 14, 2008, in this beautiful country. I was filled with hope, but also uncertainties. Being new in a country, away from everything familiar, can be very daunting. As I started working in one of the 5-star hotels, I knew that I can do the job. It was the same job that I have been doing back in the Philippines, except that it was 3 to 4 times bigger and greater. I will not hide the fact that during those periods, I had some challenges, such as blending in with different culture, nationalities, adjusting to my colleagues and the clients. It slowly became more intimidating and also exhausting. And I was so homesick. I couldn't tell my parents because I was so afraid that they might just tell me to go back home. So I told myself, I can't stop now. So every day when I wake up, I guarded myself with prayers and determination, repeating to myself every day that it will only get better in time. Did it get better? Absolutely. Did it happen quickly? Of course not. It took time. Eventually, I gained new friends. I built an ally at work and even earned myself with some mentors along the way. And finally, my job became more enjoyable. And finally, I have new stories that I can share back home. 1 year later, Singapore had a recession. I was so scared. A lot of people that I know lost their job. I prayed hard, and God is good. I knew that I still have a purpose here. New door of opportunities opened. One of the largest integrated resort in Singapore opened their way, and my colleagues went and explored that opportunity and got the job. It was an amazing experience. But of course, like any other new environment and companies, you will have to again adapt to the new surrounding. This place caters mostly into Mandarin speaking clients, and I don't speak Mandarin. But it's all thanks to my colleagues and my management who believed in me, supported me along the way. I pick up a number of Mandarin speaking terms that I can use for my day-to-day job. And apart from that, I managed to do so much more. And again, I expanded my network. A few years later, I decided to switch industry. I switched industry in the IT software. And maybe, yes, you were thinking, IT industry? Did you have an IT background? And you're right, I didn't. But remember when I told you when I built an ally and expanded my network? It was all thanks to that I was given this opportunity. One of my former colleagues referred me to the job. So I went to an interview and got it. And this job forever changed the course of my career. Fast forward to today, I am working in a multinational software company where I lead a group of people that drives the renewal sales business. I am grateful for that. And it's not only career that Singapore has given me. In this country, I managed to find my home church. Because of that, I was anchored in a church. My faith has been renewed, and it gave me hope in my ups and downs. And being far from my family also gave me homesickness. But then eventually, I built meaningful friendship that became a family to me. And finally, Singapore has given me the gift of meeting my better half. I would never imagine finding love in this foreign land. Life has beautiful ways of surprising us. And as I reflect on the 16 years, I realize that my journey has not just been about building my career. It's a journey of faith, growth, and relationship. And to those of you who are listening today who feel overwhelmed by your own journey, I'd like to leave you with this. No matter how daunting the challenges are, keep grounded in your faith, build meaningful relationship, and seize opportunities that is aligned with your purpose. I hope that my story continue to inspire you today to keep moving forward wherever you are in your own journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashley. Lovely. I learned that if you know new languages and if you learn different languages, you can adapt to even the biggest challenges. That's great to know. Thank you, Ashley. And our third speaker now is doing the project Persuasive Speaking under the pathway Presentation Mastery Level 3. Can I call upon the evaluator, Cheung, to read us the project objectives?
Hello, good evening, everyone. The purpose of this project is for the member to understand the types of persuasive speeches and deliver a persuasive speech at the club meeting. All the best, yeah.
Thank you, Jason. Ricko Jaiswal, PM1, is a multiple-time gold medalist singing at university music festivals. In university, he was a drummer for his uni rock band. All right. The band was called Magic, playing drums, bringing musical beats to life. He values gratitude and compassion, and that's why he volunteers with the Red Cross. The title of his speech is The Power of Positivity. Please welcome Ricko. Ricko, please do a voice check, please, a mic check.
Hi, Anna. Thanks for all the kind words. I would like to just do a bit of a testing for the presentation that I'm going to be sharing just now. So I'm just about to share. Oh, the sharing is not turned on. Can somebody turn on the sharing?
I think you.
Do you make them co-host? If you make them co-host, whoever's the host.
Ricko, I made you the co-host.
Okay.
Try.
Let me try. Can you see my presentation?
Ricko, your voice is, I mean, like, is it only for me or for others?
Can you see my presentation?
Yes, we can see all this little slide. Yes, now it's good.
Okay, and okay, so the slide is visible and my voice is visible as well?
Yes, audible. Very
Perfect.
good.
So I start now. So have you ever wondered why some people remain resilient, even in the toughest times, while others struggle? With a raise of hand, how many of you think that positivity has a role to play in it? Positive attitude, positive mindset. Do you think that positivity has some role to play in people being resilient and surviving the tough times? I see a lot of hands. Yeah. So a lot of you think that positivity definitely plays a huge role in actually for people to actually survive tough times. What if there was a way for all of us, not just to survive, but truly thrive? And I would say that positive psychology provides answer to these questions. Unlike traditional psychology, which focuses on fixing problems, which is more reactive, positive psychology focuses on building strengths and unlocking potentials, like the Gallup survey that is there, which actually focuses on your strengths rather than on negative. It is not about fixing what's broken, it's about building what's strong. Now, you would ask, what is positive psychology? Well, positive psychology is the scientific study of strengths, virtues, what makes life worth living. It was introduced in 1990s by Dr. Martin Seligman, often called the father of positive psychology. This field shifted the focus from diagnosing problems to amplifying the good, which is your strength, and amplifying it. Instead of asking, what's wrong with you? Positive psychology asks, what's right with you? At its core, it seeks to understand what helps individuals and communities to flourish. So primarily, it actually focuses on your strengths rather than on your weaknesses. Now you would say that what is it that would help the individuals from this framework? So Mr. Martin actually proposed positive psychology framework as a PERMA model, PERMA model, a framework for well-being, what he called as a blueprint for well-being. And what are these PERMA stand for? So P stands for positive emotions, which is experience of joy, gratitude, and hope. Engagement. Engagement is actually being fully immersed in something that you love. We often talk about being burnt out. It's only when we don't do things we love that we think that we are burnt out. If you really do things you're passionate about, you would never complain about burnout. Relationships, building meaningful connection with others rather than going for superficial relationship or something which is very transactional. It should be having depth so that people can support you in times of your needs and you are happy most of the time. Meaning, which is living with purpose and a sense of fulfillment. You should have purpose for every day. What is it that you want to achieve? You should know what is your purpose in your life in years to come. This year, 2025, what should be your purpose? And that is something which would make you happy. And you would be able to ride through any of the tough times that you may have. And last one is accomplishment. And when you have the purpose, you have goals, and you go for them with passion, you would achieve them. That is what matters to you. And overall, you'll have a sense of joy, happiness, and of course, there would be positivity all around. PERMA is not just a theory, it's a practical recipe for creating a flourishing life. By focusing on these pillars, these 5 pillars, we can design lives filled with happiness and resilience. So why does positive psychology matters? Why should we care about it? The answer lies in its benefits. Positive psychology enhances happiness and builds resilience, helping us to bounce back from challenges which we go through, all of us go through, in various phases of our life. It strengthens relationships by fostering empathy and connection. And it fuels creativity and productivity in work and life. Hence, there's an incredible statistic which is there. For example, if you practice gratitude journaling, simply writing down 3 things you are grateful for each day, it has shown to increase happiness by 25% in just 10 weeks. Imagine the compounding effect that it would have over a period of a lifetime. So it matters quite a lot. Now you would say, well, this is all theory. Is there any practical application of positive psychology which is there? Yes, it's actionable. There are 3 simple steps that you can practice. First, gratitude journaling. Each day, write down 3 things you are grateful for. This would rewire the neurons in your brain, and it would help you in focusing on positives. Second, savoring positive moments. Pause and truly enjoy life's joyful moments, whether it's good meal or a sunset or just a heartfelt conversation with your dear friend. And acts of kindness. Number 3, small gestures like just holding the door for someone or offering a compliment. It creates a ripple effect of positivity for you and for others. Now you would say, is there any scientific insight to all the practical application that you are talking about? Yes, positive psychology is just not a feel-good advice. It's backed by science. Research shows that cultivating a positive mindset leads to a longer, healthier life. Gratitude, for instance, is linked to better sleep, reduced anxiety, and improved physical health. And random act of kindness, like helping a stranger or sending a thoughtful note, don't just brighten someone else's day, they elevate their happiness as well. Happiness, as positive psychology teaches us, is a practice and not a destination. As I said, happiness is a practice and not a destination. Positive psychology reminds us that thriving is within our reach. By focusing on small intentional actions like gratitude, kindness, and savoring positive moments, we can unlock our full potential and build lives filled with purpose and joy. As the Dalai Lama said, happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ricko. I feel very positive. Yes, This meeting is all about gratitude, so I think everyone is already making notes of all the things they're grateful for, and I'm very grateful for this inspiring speeches. Thanks. And our speaker number 4 is doing the project evaluation and feedback under the pathway presentation mastery level 1. Can I call upon the evaluator, Ching, Chia, PM5 EH1, to read us the project objectives?
The purpose of this speech is for the member to present a speech and receive feedback from the evaluator. All the best, Ben.
Thank you, Ching. Let me introduce to you Ben Yang Zhong Wen. He is a visiting speaker from the Yuhua TMC Toastmasters Club. And Ben is a seasoned Army veteran who served on the front line during the COVID-19 crisis. He brings us a unique perspective forged through leadership, resilience, and dedication to his entrepreneurial journey. The title of his speech is Tell What is True with Compassion. Please welcome Ben. Ben, let's do a mic check.
Hi, good evening. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. I would like to share. Let me take a look. Let's see with Zoom.
Olivia, make him as a co-host.
Yes, I already made you as co-host.
Yeah, just
share
give me a
your
moment. I'm trying to make this work. Share screen.
Are you having technical difficulties?
I'm trying. Are you guys able to see what I'm sharing on my screen?
You are in a washing machine. You keep rotating in the screen. Okay, now you're in a good position. But we don't see your screen, if that's what you're asking.
Okay. I'm trying to share, but it doesn't work.
Are you marked as a host? If somebody can make you a co-host, then it'll work.
Yes, he already a co-host. So go your side can have his slide.
I have his slides, but the bank would like to share his screen to because in Canva I cannot do that.
Then would you like us to there we are.
Oh,
Is that what you want us to see, Ben?
Give me a moment. I can't see it myself as well. No, that's not right as well.
Are you on your phone or your computer?
Yes, I'm on my phone actually.
Yes, it might be a bit complicated
Or
there.
Shue, maybe you can display, and when Ben want to be next slide, and then you just help him to control the slide.
That might be easiest.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Is this on the Canva? I'm so sorry about this.
Yeah, this is on Canva.
Okay. I noted that when it's on Canva, some of the animation doesn't work. So yeah, so early apologies for that, but I'm just going to go with this. Let's not waste more time. Yeah, so quick apologies. All right, so I'm going to start. Yeah, so good evening, fellow Toastmasters, esteemed guests, as well as all appointment holders. My name is Ben. I'm from Yuhua CC Toastmasters Club. So yeah, I am really grateful to be given this opportunity, and I really want to start off by showing appreciation for the space and this exposure that is granted to me. So today I will be talking about my take on evaluation and feedback, because as I was going through the pathway and I was going through the project material, I got essentially some of the deliverables, which is delivering factual observation, at the same time to do it with empathy. Yeah, and that really hits home for me, because I used to be someone who is able to speak the truth, but I had almost zero empathy or compassion. And that lets me today, after a lot of work, after a lot of time spent and effort, to be able to share how is it like to be able to tell what is true with compassion. Next, please. Yeah, so essentially you could call me what to be part of a stereotypical group, which is Hokkien Bing. I used to be someone in the army, and in Chinese we call it Fu Jian Bing. So the origin of that is really coming from the Hokkien dialect, and it is also a army lingo. So it literally means Hokkien speaking soldier of the Singapore Army. Next, please. Yeah, okay, so to all groups, right, there's always stereotypes about them. If you look at those that in italic, we are typically known to be loud, we are known to be rugged, we're known to be unrefined. And at the same time, on the flip side of the coin, we are known to be matter of fact, we are known to be street smart, and also action takers. And I really want to zoom into the part of matter of fact. Next, please. So me, back in the days when I was serving in the military, as a matter of fact, I was known to be unapologetic. I do not sugarcoat my words. I always say as it is, because back then, facts are facts. It does not care about your feelings. But the problem with that is that a lot of times when we try to speak the truth and we do not know how to package it properly, we often end up using truth as a double-edged sword. Meaning to say we can say things as it is, and then it ends up harming somebody else. And then it leads to the next phenomenon. Next, please. Where we see this happening. And this is a very famous cartoon that depicts people lining up, wanting to listen to the comforting lies rather than unpleasant truth. And truth be told, I was that man that is sitting in the booth of unpleasant truth. Next, please. So to me then, is this still essential to speak the truth? I was desperate and I really want to still stay in integrity, to be able to tell the truth, and at the same time have people listen to me. But the question is, I did not know how to do that. Next, please. So I started to go into the details. I realized that for me to change, first I must change. And back then I didn't have the distinction, and moving forward, I should have. And one of the very first words that I actually went to explore is the word lie. And I came to find out that lie itself, when you look at it as a noun, it is countable, meaning to say it has a plural tense, which is to say lies. And it's also an action, which if you use it, is used to describe the act of telling a falsehood. And all this were new to me when I started my transformation journey. Next, please. So, and the opposite of that, truth. And when I look at this really struck me very hard. When we look at truth as a noun, it is uncountable. And that is to say, when we talk about the truth, or when we speak truth, we talk about a singular overarching concept of what is true. Next, please. So let's do a very simple experiment. It's supposed to be animated, but please bear with me on this. So by right, you should be seeing three shapes over here. If you see the shape M and the shape H or a shape T, and you were to shine the light on it, you should be able to see three distinct shadows that actually remix the shape that is being shone upon. So when we look at three angles and we were to say this object is M-shaped, this object is H-shaped, and so on and so forth, actually they're all true. But in this instance, the fact is all observation belong to one object. And the situation is we can look at the same object at different angles. Next, please. And this is actually how the object looks like. If you were to look at it from the front, you see a letter M. If you were to look from the side, either left or right, you see the letter T. And if you were to look from the top or the bottom, you see either the letter H or I. Is up to debate. But all perspectives are true, and they all originate from a single truth. So the harsh reality is this: not everything true represents the truth. Now, isn't this confusing? Let's move on. Next. So the question is, so what? Why is it important to find out about this? And why is it important for us to talk about the truth? Next, please. I came to realize that we may observe what is true, especially when we have very limited interaction with people. But sometimes the truth itself in its entirety may be obscure to us. Next, please. And what I do my best moving forward as I started my transformation journey is to avoid jumping into conclusion by practicing empathy. Next, please. So the question is, why should I practice empathy? Next, please. I came to realize growing up, being Asians, I had a desire to always be right all the time. But I came to realize that I was the common denominator of all my failures. And then I realized in order for me to win, I don't have to be right all the time. Next, please. And through my observations being part of Toastmasters is that I realized we all aspire for the success of all members of TMCs. And actually, empathy is the winning formula. Next, please. Then you come to realize my title says compassion, but I've talked about empathy. So what is important about compassion? Next, please. The prefix com in compassion comes from Latin meaning with or together. And it's important to note compassion allows for the sharing of emotions and feelings of someone else that you may leverage on their experience without going through it yourself. Next, please. So there's a Swedish proverb that says shared joy is double joy, shared sorrow is half a sorrow. Next, please. So this is a quick reminder to self and a quick invitation to all. As best as you can, I would like to invite you to employ empathy as the foundation of compassion. Next, please. So I would like to close this by saying, to be able to speak what is true with compassion is simple. It's a very simple concept, but it is not easy. But who is to stop us from doing what is hard at the same time simple and eventually mastering it? And with that, thank you.
All right, thank you, Ben. We don't always have to be right in order to win. That is a very important truth that we should always remember. And moving on to our speaker number 5. She is doing the project Engaging Your Audience with Humor under the pathway Engaging Humor Level 3. Can I call upon the evaluator, the awesome Sure Kim, DTM, to read us the project objectives?
The purpose of this project is for members to determine their style of humor and apply it to a speech that centers around a central message. Time is 5 to 7 minutes.
Okay. Thank you, Kim. As always, your very cool glasses help you to have a different perspective. The title of her speech is Cry. But before that, let me tell you who is Anita Nair, LD5, PI5, and EH2. She is an experienced Toastmaster, and a few members have complimented her for her speech style. But she has poor skills when it comes to, according to Anita, you should listen to her speech to find out where she has poor skills. Please welcome Anita Nair.
Can you see me and hear me?
Wonderful.
How many of you have experienced grief? It's a common emotion, right? But how many of you have experienced grief because of humor? Good evening, President, fellow Toastmasters, and my dear guests. Let me share more about grief with humor. Now, I lost my job about 1.5 years back. Now, I'm sharing my experience with grief, but that's not what made me sad. I was a free bird. I love having the time to do my own things. However, what brought grief into my life was being brave. Yes, I was brave and I chose the engaging humor pathway. Now, engaging humor pathway is all about making people laugh as you engage with them. And I suck at humor. But I was brave. I took it on, and it's been a roller coaster ride, let me tell you. Now, how many of you would have gone to that party and seen someone trying to be funny and crack a joke? That's me. Trying to be funny and then spending 20 minutes later on analyzing, why isn't anybody laughing at my jokes? The whole process has been a roller coaster. And let me share my raw emotions with you guys today. Pardon me for my examples. The whole process of writing a script, a humorous script, is also so difficult. It just doesn't come. And I thought I would transform in this funny Anita, but I got more serious. I tried to be funny. I tried to get it out, but the script just didn't come. Like, for example, imagine if you're feeling constipated. You're trying hard, just doesn't come. And then, after trying to find a script, you try your hand at delivering. Now, imagine standing on that stage and trying to make people laugh for 5 to 7 minutes. Difficult. Now, let me make you feel my emotions. This is like having a full bladder and standing in a long queue outside the toilet, waiting to just get it over with. It's not easy. But I put all my efforts. I try to be funny at home as well. We had a family of 4. My husband is the funniest, but all his jokes are cracked on me. My daughters are also funny, but I'm the serious one. And guess what? I tried my best to crack jokes at home to practice being funny. And it just didn't happen. In fact, it was more difficult at home because I didn't have 1, but 3 evaluators. It just got tougher. But I would take the opportunity to thank this audience because in this pathway so far, I have completed at least 10 speeches. And you guys, though you have been bored and I've made you cry with my boring speeches, you have yawned, you've looked at your phone, you've probably even slept, but you've been there for me. I am truly grateful because that's what kept me going. And it's been a long journey. And let me tell you, I have developed a framework called CRY to try and get better at this journey. Would you want to know what CRY is all about? I promise, guys, I will not make you cry. At least I will try. So CRY is basically, the C of CRY is catch them off guard, which means say something which is unexpected. Like, for example, the title of today's project. The project objective is engaging the audience in a humorous speech. Now, why does CRY fit in? So I try to make it funny in that way. Hopefully, some of you are laughing behind the screens. The R is reframing daily realities. Now, life has its ups and downs, guys. Not every time things are funny, but you can observe and look at the funny things happening, even in the serious things. I try my best nowadays to observe funny things so that I can pick up things from real daily life to put it into my speeches. For example, I had put a reminder, told Siri, please put a reminder for me to write a funny speech. And Siri says, are you sure about that? Siri also knows I'm not funny. The why in CRY. The why is you. No matter how bad or how much you suck at humor, it is okay. Own it and work on it. Everybody is not great at humor, but it is fine. It's okay to try. Even the king of humor at Toastmasters, Sheik, my evaluator today, was not born funny. So friends, we all have hope. Keep trying. So my message today to you all is, some of you out there might not be funny. It's okay. Work at it. Try to practice cry. See, catch them off guard, or reframe your daily realities and why. Just be uniquely you. And after the speech, if you are brave enough to choose engaging humor pathway, come find me and we can practice cry together. And I promise you, we will work hard enough and ensure that our audiences cry. And this time, it will be tears of joy. Over to you.
Thank you, Anita. And I have some tissues here to cry with you. Well done. And finally, our last speaker of tonight is doing the project Understanding Your Leadership Style under the pathway Dynamic Leadership Level 2. Can I call upon the evaluator, Leslie Lim, PM5, EH5, to read us the project objectives, please?
Thanks, Anna. Very good evening, everyone. The purpose of the project is for Sonali to identify her primary leadership style and share some aspect of that style or discuss leadership styles in general. Timing is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you, Leslie. Sonali Bhattacharya at PM5 and DL1 is an entrepreneur and a lifelong learner with a mission, vision, and passion to empower others. She's on a journey to become an inspiring speaker. The title of her speech is Leader Within. Please welcome Sonali. Sonali, let's do a mic check.
Thank you, Anna. I had asked for the title to be changed to The Leadership Journey.
Okay, the leadership journey it is.
Thank you very much. I hope I am audible, clear enough. Think about that difficult person in your life. Perhaps you have a boss, an employee, a colleague, a parent, a child, or a partner who is making life difficult for you because they refuse to listen. They make impulsive decisions without thinking about the consequences, the effects on you or others. They tend to blame everyone and everything else without looking at how they may be a part of the problem. Does this sound familiar? Raise your hands if this sounds familiar to you. Well, we encounter these leadership challenges almost every day. There is also a decent chance that someone else might be complaining about you in a similar way at this very moment. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. It was the day my 9-year-old daughter received her piano exam grades. She had passed her exam with a merit 1 mark away from a distinction. Brimming with happiness, riding on cloud 9, her voice sparkled with pride. She danced around the house. As a mother, I couldn't help but bask in the glow of her enthusiasm. This called for celebration. Her favorite cake was ordered. We gathered around the dining table for a lovely meal. I could feel the warmth of family enveloping us. Our hearts were light. There was pure, unfiltered happiness, a reminder of the joy found in simple achievement. An ordinary day was transformed into something truly extraordinary. At that moment, I turned to my daughter and said, "You missed your distinction by 1 mark. How do you feel about that? Don't you feel sad?" Her smile disappeared. Joy faded. My daughter looked at me, eyes wide open, her face serious. Very calmly, yet strongly, she declared, "No, I'm not sad at all. I'm happy and proud of myself. I play the piano as I love it. I enjoy the music. That's who I am. We are different, Mama." Her declaration, with full confidence, shook me to the core, left me frustrated, ashamed, and embarrassed at my behavior for asking that. We are different as individuals. How could I forget that? What made me ask her that question? When we were celebrating a joyous occasion, I gathered myself, hugged her, humbled by her honesty. Did I fail as a mother, a leader, a role model? What is my leadership style at home, at work? How do I navigate the various roles that I take up? These questions kept haunting me, lingering in my mind for days. I began reflecting on my leadership style and the way I was leading myself and others. Those days, as a manager at workplace, I tried to keep everyone happy, my seniors, peers, and team members. I embraced altruistic servant leadership by being there for everyone, always ready to support others. I was praised for my discipline, hard work, and perfectionism. I was dependable and knowledgeable. Yet, I struggled to speak up and speak out. I found it extremely challenging to be an advocate for myself. I avoided conflicts out of fear of being disliked, fear of being judged, fear of upsetting others. At home, I was also the altruistic servant leader, but I was more vocal and expressive. Everyone could speak up and speak out. Home environment was safe. The psychological safety was there for my daughter to advocate for herself and express herself without fear. My daughter had taught me a vital lesson on authenticity and self-acceptance. Her brave self-expression highlighted the importance of psychological safety and the safe place that allows you to be your true self. As leaders, do we create that safe environment at workplace for individuals to be genuine and celebrate their uniqueness without fear? I also recognized that I exhibited critical, micromanaging traits, imposing my standards of success on people around me. That experience taught me the value of self-reflection. Self-reflection is one of the cornerstones of great leadership. Unless we learn to lead ourselves, we cannot lead others. Leadership involves courage, determination, and self-discipline to constantly revisit and assess our actions and behaviors. It means not only understanding ourselves, but honestly evaluating how our blind spots, ego, biases hinder our growth as leaders. Over the years, my leadership style has evolved. I am in a reflective space and a reflective leader. Does that mean I am perfect? No. There are times especially during stressful, anxiety-provoking situations when my dark human instincts kicks in and unfortunately self-awareness, reflection goes out of the window. By regularly reflecting on our leadership style, we can evolve and not become somebody else's problem. Leadership, my friends, is not about a position or a title. It is a journey. It is about who you are as an individual. Back to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you, Sonali. And it's important to remember how hugs are empowering. And that is all for our speakers tonight. Please prepare the timer's report and the QR code for voting on Menti. Our project speakers have put a great effort preparing their speeches, so can we have a round of applause for them? I make noise for everyone. All right, Sarah, are you ready for the timer's report?
Hello, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Yes, I'm ready with the timing reports. First, I want to congratulate all the speakers on fantastic speeches. I really feel inspired. And let me share the timing. Sumithra used 5 minutes and 23 seconds, and that's within the 4 to 6 minutes limit. Ashley used 6 minutes and 35 seconds within the 5 to 7. And both Ricko and Ben took 7 minutes and 19 seconds. So they very expertly stopped themselves in time. And also for Anita, used 7 minutes and 7 seconds. Sonali used 7 minutes and 45 seconds.
So this means one speaker is disqualified. Correct?
That is the time I noted.
Okay. So if that is stated in our QR code, if we can have it so we can vote for our best speaker tonight. Unfortunately, we will not be voting for Sonali, even though she had a great speech. Her time disqualified her from voting. Please scan the QR code on your screen and vote for the best speaker tonight. I will give you about 1 minute to figure it out before I ask you to prepare your smiles. Ricko's name is missing from our voting.
That it is written as Vinod Kumar, I think couldn't make it. Should we just vote him in case if we are going to plan to help?
Hello, Shugu. Maybe the Vinod is cancel his speech already. Is Ricko.
Okay, I think
give me 1 minute. The working.
we're going to do this again. Please give us a moment.
Yes.
Yeah, give us some moment.
Because it was a last minute change.
Use this time to think about the speeches. What has inspired you? What are you leaving with tonight?
Okay. I already changed the name, but yeah, the picture is.
Okay, let's try and
Never
scan.
mind. You just put the name.
Nope. We still see Sonali there.
Yeah, just ignore. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not
I think we just choose.
All right, guys. You can vote for Sonali if you like, but unfortunately, we will not be able to take note of those votes. We will let Sonali know. But since she went beyond time, she cannot be voted for Best Speaker tonight. But please use the QR code now to vote for all the other 5 speakers. We have now 30
Also
more
in the chat group, there's a link to the voting as well.
All right, hopefully you have voted for your favorite speaker tonight. And now it is time for us to take a photo together. With your beautiful smiles, we will be so grateful if we can see you. Please turn on your cameras. Sheik is getting ready to take a photo of all these wonderful people. We will do a break right after the photo. Now we're gonna remove the slide so we have all the people on the screen. Can we do that? Take away the slide so we can do a beautiful photo. Slide.
If I think I can squeeze everyone in one window. Can we take off the slides, please?
Take all the slides, huh?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
All right. All right, thanks a lot. So good. So everyone, is everyone ready?
Is
Let's have a big smile in your
background
face.
still
In your
red?
face. Sorry, you go ahead. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Smile. One more. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, everyone. Done.
Thank you.
Olivia, when should we come back? We
Mm,
have gone way beyond time.
After, let me check. So we will have a 15 minutes break.
Oh, no. That's sorry, guys, but that's a bit too much because we went beyond time. How
So
about
have a 10 minutes.
You're so nice. I was going to give everyone 5 minutes, go to the toilet and come back. How about that? 7 minutes? It's good? Okay. And it's taken. We'll see you back here at 40. Okay. And your time is 8:40. 8:40 p.m. We will see you back on. Please go to do your toilet break, bring your drinks and your gratitude, and we'll be very happy to see you again at 8:40. Do we have music? I don't know if I can put some. I think our DJ went to the toilet. We don't have music. Oh well. All right, I will take this music ending as my cue. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you all had time to get a refreshment. Thank you so much for this inspiring music. I wanted it to go on and on and on and on, but I can't because it's time for table topics. Yes, it is. Is everyone back? Yes, sort of. Okay, let's hope so. Good to see you. And now it is time for anyone to participate. It is now the time for you to shine. Even if you are only a guest, you can participate in this section. You can make an impromptu speech based on the prompts that our excellent table topics master will give you tonight. Sarah, could you please introduce the timing sequence for table topics, please?
Yes, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests, as timer, I will time the table topic speakers. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and red virtual background that denotes specific timings remaining. Table topic speakers should limit their remarks to no more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will raise the green virtual background, and at 1 minute and 30 seconds, I will change to the yellow background. At 2 minutes, I will change to the red background. And the 30 seconds rule also applies. Okay, thank you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Madam Timer Sarah. And let me introduce to you our table topics master of today. Her name is Majella Richie. Majella is a true blue Aussie. She has been in Singapore for 1 year this month. Happy birthday, Majella! And she enjoys challenges, new experiences, and exploring. Majella is new to Toastmasters and wanting to learn, listen, and become a better public speaker. And for that, she will be helping you tonight to put your speaking on the spot. Please welcome Majella. And please remove the slides, guys. Thank you.
Hi, good evening, everybody. Thanks for the introduction. That's wonderful. Look, I've been only around for Toastmasters for about, I think about maybe 2-3 months now. And tonight is table topic. So noting that tonight is all about gratitude. It's all about celebrating the journey ahead. So looking forward to next year. So tonight's topics are all about being grateful, about sort of looking ahead, looking at things of how you can do stuff. And so there are a couple of parts, I guess, to some of the questions. You've got about 2 minutes to respond. I do need the slides up for the questions, if someone can click ahead to the table topic questions so I can read them and help people as they go. So you've got about 2 minutes, and I'm not sure exactly who we get to ask. Sorry, I don't know that part, but I guess it'll just be when we read the topic, or at least somebody can just put their hand up to start doing the table topics. So I'm not sure. I don't know if Anna, if you can help me out a little bit with how we're going to select a person for a table topic. I've only done this in live, face-to-face, not online, so I don't know how it works on here.
Okay, so how about you guys put your name up and I will try and copy paste and create a list of number 1, number 2, and so on. And we'll see how many people get to do a speech tonight, depending on the time available. All right, so we have Yuan Bin. That's our first one. Yay!
Yay, awesome. Can I just have the slides, or otherwise I can read them out, but there are the slides there so people can actually read the questions themselves too, if that's possible. So your first question, sliding all over the place there.
Review some questions.
I didn't see it. It's okay.
Can everybody see those slides now? Hopefully.
I can see.
Excellent. So we just need to click on to the next slide so the question comes up. So you are grateful for all your experiences this year. Which one would you do again and why this one is your question? So you go ahead for 2 minutes.
Can you hear me loud and clear? Thumbs up. You can.
So that's Yuan Bin, I think it was.
It is one thing that I was grateful for this year. It is really to get a new job, and not just a new job, in a field that I'm passionate and I am interested in. I was in a field that I wasn't interested at all. I was struggling, I was unhappy, and more importantly, I was dissatisfied with my previous job in asset management. I tried so hard, and I really tried to find something meaningful, but it didn't work. And one thing I did was nearly impossible. I actually took a career break, not for 1 month, but for 3 months, to really figure out what I want to do next. And the thing that I really wanted to do was in the field of sustainability. And through these 3 months, I took the opportunity to really read more about sustainability, learn more about it, and read more about it. And even post something about sustainability. And sure enough, through these experiences, I was grateful that these 3 months worked out, and I am now currently doing something that I love in the field of sustainability. And if I were to do this, if I were to take a career break once again, no, I probably not. But what I would do differently is that if there's something that we are all interested in and we all want to go to chase our dreams, go for it. Don't be afraid of being judged by people because, look, we only live once. Go all out, give your 200% in chasing your dreams because you never know when you have the chance again. That's all for me. Thank you.
Excellent. Thanks very much for that, Yuan Bin. That was really good. I think that new job, some of the words I took out of them when you're thinking about being grateful and gratitude is that joy. What brings you joy? What makes you happy? You know, you've got to love what you do. And I think that lessons learned, looking back on what you've done and where you've come from, I think that's really great. You do only live once. So thank you, Yuan Bin. Who is next on the line? Sorry there. Trying to see up in the chat. Elos, is it?
Hey, yes.
Hi. Have we gone to the next screen? If you could make today so awesome that yesterday gets jealous, what would you do? Bit of a tricky one.
Yes. Am I audible, visible before I start? Give me reaction. Okay, I'll start then. Hi, my name is Today, and I have a friend. My friend name is Yesterday. So what am I going to do as today to make my friend Yesterday jealous? Of course. I will be the happiest guy in the room. So I will make a statement. Today, I'm feeling happier than my friend yesterday. Today, I'm feeling smarter than my friend yesterday. And also, today, I have a new girlfriend. And my friend yesterday doesn't have any friend or even girlfriend. So yes, I believe that my friend yesterday is going to be jealous of me. So what am I going to do with my girlfriend today? Today is having a party, a cinema, and a dating with today's girlfriend. So hopefully today we'll invite yesterday into a double date. But since yesterday doesn't have any girlfriend, I will ask yesterday to look up for a girlfriend first. And I am today, as a better guy, I will help him to find a new girlfriend. And yes, today, as I am smarter than yesterday, my friend, I will always look up a girlfriend on a very supportive, positive community. Do you know what is the community name? Say it out loud. Toastmasters International. Thank you. Today sign off. And yesterday, bye-bye. I'm better than you. Back to you, TTM.
Great. Thanks very much for that. And yeah, definitely being happy. But I like that you were helping your friend get a new girlfriend. So that's pretty awesome too. Thanks very much for that, Elias. Really appreciate it. Who is the next one we have? Sorry, I'm trying to find the list in the chat. Amos. Okay, sorry, I can't move the slide on. So you have gained and developed many new skills this year and abilities. What was your favorite one? And how would you expand on this for next year?
So hi guys, my name is Amos, but if it helps for memory purposes, you can call me Famous Amos. That, after all, is my agenda. And as you guys might have known, I've already put out my LinkedIn in the message right there. So let me get to this. What is my favorite skill that I've learned? Well, I've learned a lot of things. Very interestingly, I've started university this year, and there is so much to learn, so much to grow. And one of my favorite skill was actually socializing. So before I started university, I took a gap year, came out fresh out of national service, had this gap year to go and figure out my life, what is it I want to do, what you gonna do. And socializing was one of the most enjoyable thing. Along the way, people nickname me the man of Riz. In case you guys don't know, that's a Gen Z slang that basically means charismatic person. So the word charisma comes from the last few words called Riz, and so that's why when people call you have Riz, you are somebody who is very charismatic, usually referring to charming a girl, right? Such that she would kind of agree. So I'd realized that that was a very powerful skill. But then what was, the reason for that, And I think that was me being natural. That was me being comfortable in my own skin, in my own shoes, and having to just talk and getting to know somebody, being curious, interacting with them made things more meaningful to me. And so as a result, Riz became a byproduct, So hashtag no harassment, by the way. What do I want to expand? Moving forward, I would say that socializing is the most powerful skill that I've learned, though I have not fully mastered that, but I have grown so much. And I guess you actually realized we actually learn best through conversations, through talking to people, through sharing, through learning. That's where we learn the most, the best, rather than you learning on a screen, hearing from a lecture, doing some monologues. That ain't gonna cut. But this, socializing skill, I believe it is eye-opening and it's a very powerful skill I would love to, bring forward. And that's why I'm here. I'm here in Toastmasters. So thank you so much for listening, and this is Amos.
Thanks, Famous Amos. That was very cool. I love the idea of socializing and sharing and learning from each other. I think it's a wonderful thing. And I've learned a new thing today. Riz. Was it Riz? Like charismatic. Very cool. Thank you so much. The next one, I think we've only got time for maybe one more.
Yeah, Majella, let me just remind everyone to keep a lookout at Sarah. She is showing you your time. If you reach the red and you go beyond 30 seconds, you don't get to be voted for best speaker. Okay? And careful with those ers. Luca is listening. All right, for our last one, Majella, we have Luca.
Luca.
Okay.
Hi, Luca.
Thank you. Hi, here I am.
So your question is, going on adventures allow you to know where you belong. So it's a little bit of an in-depth thought, I guess. Where in 2025 will you be going on an adventure? And what 2 activities will you do or expect to do?
Yes, that's an interesting one. In 2025, I have 2 adventures in mind. The first one, surely Toastmasters. I became member around 2 weeks ago. So that is something that I want to do. My wife, Sarah, who is the timer of this evening, is also joining me in that one. We decided to start it several months ago. Finally, 2 weeks ago, we made a big step, so we became members. That is surely the first one. The second one is something that is kind of linked to the Toastmasters adventure, in the sense that we want to try out theater. We started some tasters some months ago just to challenge ourselves. Something totally new, something that we could have done many decades ago, but for whatever reason, we decided not to go for. So basically, these 2 are the 2 adventures that we plan to have on our agenda in 2025.
Excellent, Luca. That is really, really cool. And welcome to you and your partner or your wife there to Toastmasters. I really look forward to any of the theatre you're getting to and where you're going to go with that. Maybe we can all come along as a group from Toastmasters and support you in that journey as well. Thank you so much for all of that. I think that was our last one. I don't think we have any more for tonight. So handing back to you, Toastmaster tonight.
Thank you, Majella. This was a brilliant session, although very short. We're sorry for that, but time doesn't stop ticking. And thank you, everyone, all the speakers, for your pearls of wisdom. We will carry them with us tonight. Sarah, can we please have the timers report? Do our 4 speakers qualify to be voted?
Hello, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I have the timings. I pasted in the chat as well. For Yuan Bing, he took 2 minutes exactly. And Elos is 2 minutes and 16 seconds. Amos, 2 minutes and 17 seconds. And Luca is 1 minute and 8 seconds. Yeah, I promise I didn't give him more time.
All right, so everyone qualifies.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we have the QR code to vote for the best table topic speaker, please? We'll have now 1 minute to vote for the best table topic speaker.
The names are a bit odd.
Okay, who is doing the Mentimeter? Please reshuffle the names. The names are supposed to be, let me check my list. Yuan Bin, Elos, Amos, and Luca. Please correct that in the Mentimeter.
Wait a moment, let us correct this. Yeah, thank you for your patience.
We are all learning. It's part of the process. Luca, do you still have a lot of space in your sheet, or you have marked a lot of so far?
I have some
Don't
space.
say names. Okay, yeah.
No, I will not say names. Not yet.
Okay, good.
Or maybe we proceed to the next section and we come back and have voting for best table topic. Okay. Yeah, it's come out the link.
There's a new link?
Yes, in the chat. But
I'm waiting for it to download. Okay, so it's still the wrong names, right? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next section and then we'll be back hopefully to vote for our best speakers of table topics later. And we move on.
Can try now.
Sorry?
You can try it now.
We can try it now. Okay. Let me try it. Yes, now it works. Thank you. Perfect. 30 seconds to vote for your favorite table topic speaker. And moving on to our project evaluation. This is the final part of our meeting, and the project evaluators will be giving their evaluations of the speeches that you've listened to before the break. Sarah, can you demonstrate the timing sequence for us, please?
Yes, definitely. As timer, I will time the evaluations. The individual evaluation should be between 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will change to the green virtual background. At 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I will change to the yellow background. And at 3 minutes, I will change to the red background. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Sarah. And our first evaluator of tonight, PM4 Velika Teo, will be evaluating Sumithra's Mohanraj speech, Embracing Art. Velika Teo is the VPE of TMCS, and she is thrilled to wrap up the final meeting of the year, and with it being online. Oh yeah. Please welcome Velika.
Everyone can hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster guests, and especially to Sumithra with the speech title of Embracing Art. Now, type in the chat box ART, art, if you're someone who loves art, you like looking at art, or you even like making something out of it. ART, art in the chat box. I can't see a chat box, but I believe there's a lot of art flowing in. And that is exactly what Sumithra used in her starting speech. She started off with engaging with the audience by typing in the chat box. That is really clever, especially it's an online meeting. With that, I'll move on to the second great point that she did. She nailed on both of the project objective. The first project objective is introducing herself to the club, and the second objective is in a very well-structured way. She nailed both of it. And from her speech, we know that she's someone that's very adaptive, that despite her age, she went out and learned a lot of skill. And she's also very artistic, that she pick up poem, she pick up bakery, painting, etc. All these form of art. That is a two great point. And if I were to move on to two suggestion points, by now you should have noticed that I'm moving around, and that is the online meeting setting. I understand this is your first time, and now you should have known this is what you can do, so you can move forward, you can move backwards, really engage more the audience. And on that note, you can also consider coming in the Zoom meeting 5 to 10 minutes earlier, so you can test out your audio, that you can do some tweak if by switching on devices or even network if that doesn't work. That move on to the second suggestion point, which is call to action. What do I mean by call to action? Is right now your speech is great, but it ended on to where you say that you do stand-up comedy, and now you are on Toastmaster. Then it ended there. The audience might ask, then what is it for us? What is it for us that we can do? So here is what you can consider doing is adding in 2 to 3 sentences of call to action. And how you can do so, I will demonstrate how you can do so now. So for example, will be, I enjoy doing stand-up comedy and now into Toastmaster. So ladies and gentlemen, no matter you are far, far away during your 20s, you are ahead of 40 years old, consider doing anything by in the form of art. Because in the form of art, you get to enjoy things in their purest form, not by monetary or any other form. That is something you can consider adding in as a call to action. With that, there's a 2 great point and 2 suggestion point, and back to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you very much, Ms. Velika.
Thank you, Velika. I will now improve my online presence with your tips. Thank you for sharing that. And our second evaluator is PM1 Wilson Pei. He will be evaluating Ashley Yap's speech, Purpose Beyond Borders, My Journey to Singapore. Wilson Pei has been with TMCS for 3 years. He's excited to be part of our last chapter meeting of the year and is eagerly looking forward to the festive holidays. Ho, ho, ho! Please welcome Wilson.
Thank you, TME and Anna. I guess all the role holders are excited that this is the last chapter meeting of the year. Okay, so congrats, Ashley. I think you did a very good speech. As you can see from the chat box, everybody was congratulating you. And there are so many things that I love about your speech, Ashley. So first, your personal story. It is a very heartfelt personal story that you shared about your job changes from tourism to IT to MNC, now leading a big team. And also your religion, finding your church in Singapore, the love of your life. So being in Singapore, you have a good job, religion, and the love of your life. What more can you ask for, actually? Yeah, so for your story, it is relatable, inspiring for me, a Singaporean, and also to many of our foreign friends. And also you shared a purpose, which is to keep moving forward, and we will eventually get there. So great personal story that you shared. Next, I love your confidence, Ashley. I think it's your second speech with us, but you were very poised, very confident, good pace, very audible, important, very audible, and very eloquent. So I can catch every single word that you say, and that's great. And also you were very smiley, so it shows your confidence. Next, I appreciate the fact that actually you dressed up for this virtual meeting. You look polished, you look poised. I think it's very important. So some of us, we take a step back on virtual meeting, but you dress up like you're going on stage on Sheraton Hotel. So great job to you on that. So how can we further improve the speech together so that the next speech will be even better? You did an interesting idea, which is to engage your audience. You say, can I have a show of hands, to the audience? But this is a virtual meeting. So the audience have to do a reaction, to raise their hands, which I guess probably you couldn't really see. So I suggest that you do this opening line, to raise your hands or ask the audience to raise hands on a physical meeting instead. So they can see the audience when they raise hands and you can engage them. Not so many hands I see. So there's a two-way communication rather than just one way. Next, facial expression. So virtual meeting, it's just a square. You can see only the face and maybe only the upper part of the body. I invite you to use more of a facial expression. You could be scared during the COVID period of maybe losing your job. You're so excited to finally find the love of your life. You found the church community and you're so happy. Use more of your face. And I noticed that you're probably sitting down. So sitting down is fine. But if you stand up, you can, like Velika just now, you can see more of the body. You can have more body gestures, better body language, and you can project your voice much, much more. So overall, I love the personal story that you share, Ashley, your confidence that you portray, and also you dressing up, even though it's a virtual meeting. And if you can further improve on the opening line, raise hands on a physical meeting instead, and use more of a facial expression so that you can further improve your speech confidence. Your speech will be at the next level the next time. Looking forward to the next speech, Ashley.
Thank you. Thank you, Wilson.
Thank you.
Thank you, Wilson. I think these are very good tips you give us. Use your face. Yes. And we are moving on to our third evaluator, Cheung. He will be evaluating Ricko Jaiswal speech, The Power of Positivity. Cheung joined TMCS in 2022 and was an active member until he had to move overseas. But his heart is still with TMCS, and so is mine. And he plans to bring his body to a chapter meeting soon in 2025. Please welcome Jason.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Ricko, today's your project is talking about persuasive speaking. So you need to bring a topic which is you try to convince the audience from don't believe to believe, or they already believe to add on that they're more confident and more convincing. So the topic you choose is about the power of positivity. Obviously, this is a bit too easy topic to persuade people, because I don't think anyone will disagree this point. So if you want to try your art of persuasion, maybe better you choose a more difficult topic or more controversial topic. For example, do Singapore need a 9% GST or 0% GST? That's an example. Okay. So before I'm evaluating your speech, I would like to put up a framework about the 3 elements of persuasion as on how to evaluate, which is the 3 elements called local, lethal, and pathful. Okay, first of all, about local, what does it mean? Is whenever you try to persuade people, you use the logic to you nurture the project so that makes people more easy to understand you and with the reasoning. So firstly, you make a very good PowerPoint slide, which is have a very clear articulation and conform, make people easy to follow what you're trying to you mentioned about the power possibility, which is very good. At the same time, you are using a lot using the conform and also we call the primer model, and then to make the people follow through and easy to remember. At the same time, you also try to using the cause and effect to articulate what is the benefit of having the good way of the power possibility. That is very good. Secondly, is about the evil, which is using the credibility, because no matter how good your logic, sometimes you need to borrow the people or the power authority to make your argument stronger. For example, I remember you used the scientific research called Dr. Martin, and then also using the quote of Dalai Lama. You're just as if standing the shoulder of the giant to make your argument more strong. So these two parts you done very good. The third one, which is the platform using the emotion. I believe that this part you may want to elaborate, maybe study a more or maybe doing a bit more in the next speech, because a lot of time good logic and credibility will just lay the foundation. How to touch people's heart is using the emotion. Maybe I try this. If I were using the same topic, what I would try to use is that I would say, I use a personal story. For example, I'm very nervous in speech, but once upon a time, I get a lot of possibility. I get all the possibility from the positivity from the TMCS member and make my speech very, very good. That is something you may articulate more to make your argument very firm. All in all, a good speech, and I'm looking forward to see your more speech in future. Thank you.
Thank you, Jason. Yes, indeed. TMCS is the place for you to push yourself out of your comfort zone. Thank you for reminding us of that. And our fourth evaluator, PM5EH1, Chia, will be evaluating Ben Yan Zongwen. His speech was "Tell what is true with compassion." Chia has been dazzling audiences by his ability to make speeches without memorizing. Yes, I have noticed that, and that is why I'm saying it, even though Ching did not want an introduction, but I am the TMU. So, because he's so awesome, this has enabled him, by impromptu speaking on stage, to establish a great connection with the audience. Well done, Ching. You are an inspiration. Please welcome Ching, everyone.
Thank you so much. I want to first give a huge, big kudos to Ben. Ben is our visiting Toastmaster from Yuan Toastmasters Club, and he just joined Toastmaster, I think it's a month or 2 months ago, and to be able to deliver speeches, which is really awesome. So I want to give a kudos to him. What I love for his speech today is he talks about compassion and empathy, and that ties in really nicely with our theme at the end of the year, gratitude. All right, so this is really, really good. To evaluate Ben's speech, I'd like to share 3 things that he has done well, 3 things for improvement, and one thing I want to challenge him. So starting off with the things that he has done well. First, I really like his use of language. It's really good. To give an example, he illustrates to us the difference between lie and truth. And in fact, I didn't even realize that lie is countable and truth is uncountable. Right? So that was a very big aha moment for me. At the beginning of the slide, he also used the Hokkien Ping, which I'm a Singaporean and I can relate that to a lot. So this is something that is very familiar. And he also took time to explain the concept of this to people who are not familiar with Hokkien. So I really believe this is a really good use of the language. Second, I want to share good feedback in his use of slides. Many of his slides, especially the beginning, his slides are simple, short, with very few words. This is really good. Sometimes I observe that folks actually like to put in slides with a lot of words. The problem with this is that the moment you put in a lot of words, audience will be naturally gravitate to try to read the words. And once they do that, they will get distracted. Ben's slides have very few words and it's very, very easy to understand straight away. There's a few slides he used graphics, example, especially the MFT, where showing a 3D diagram with different perspective, casting different shadow. I thought that was a great use of the slide to illustrate that in a much easier way. So well done on the use of slides there. The last is Ben's delivery. So he's somebody who is very confident, very comfortable. When he delivers, it is at his. I can see that he's not reciting from a speech, a document, or even trying to remember words. It's a topic that he's very familiar and probably he has a lot of experience. That's why this actually gives the audience a lot of confidence. Now I want to move on to 3 things for his improvement. The first one is a logistical item, and that is really about testing through the tech setup before the meeting. At the beginning, he was actually fumbling and then trying to get the tech setup to work, the slides to work, especially because he's trying to do it from the phone. That will actually create additional stress, especially for speakers. So my suggestion for him, be it both online and offline, test out all your technology, your microphone, your slides before you do the meeting. Second point, his beginning is a bit lengthy. Not about the slide, but at the beginning he was talking about how he come up with the speech, and then there was actually too much additional fluff about him doing the evaluation or even talking about the objective or evaluation. I can suggest for him to go straight into the speech itself. The last one is going back to the slide. So yes, he done a good job with the slide, but towards the end of the slide, there were many slides with just a single sentence. And it's more like he read out what's on the slide and he say, next slide please, and repeated multiple times. That might not be very useful because to me, it's quite distracting. For me, I always ask myself, if I have a slide, what is the key message of the slide? What is the key purpose of the slide? Now, to close off, one challenge I want to give you is to think about restructuring your entire speech with a personal story. Your speech itself is very interesting, but then I don't see a personal story. Maybe you can think about one story that you have where you go through this challenge, how you overcome and share the audience. That will be much more memorable and easily remembered by the audience. So, good job with the speech. I look forward to it for your future speeches. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you. Thank you, Ching. Yes, indeed. Slides should be as simple as images. And remember, an image tells 1,000 stories. And moving on to our 5th evaluator. You have to stand up. It's very important. DTM Cher Kim will be evaluating Anita Nair's speech, Cry. Cher Kim has been an active member of TMCS for 25 years, serving leadership positions, collecting numerous awards, and making audience laugh with his great sense of humor. Please welcome Cher Kim.
Thank you, Anna. Anita, you are a very polished speaker. This evening's speech, you did many things well. First, you spoke very clearly. Great pauses, great emphasis of key words. Also, you have good eye connection with the audience. You don't look at us. You look at the camera, which resulted the audience feeling that you are looking at us. So that's very good technique because many speakers tend to look at the screen, looking at the audience, and that translates to poor eye connection. Now, I cannot do that as well as you do. That's why I wear sunglasses. The third thing you have done well is you have a very good speech structure. You started the speech with 2 questions to the audience, and then you bring in personal stories. And in the personal stories, you had some jokes trying to make the audience laugh. And then you use a problem solution approach. The problem is how to make the audience laugh. And then you use the CRY, C-R-Y method to solve the problem. For this speech, you need to have a message. And your message is, even though making the audience laugh is difficult, try the CRY technique. So you're telling the audience not to give up on trying humor. Now, how can you make this speech even better? I think the humor part didn't quite work. There are 2 suggestions that I have for you. First, for humor, one of the fundamental requirements is surprise. So in your CRY, your C stands for catch them off guard, which is a surprise. But surprise can come in the form of big surprise and small surprise. Catch them off guard is a small surprise. Now, what is a big surprise? A big surprise is you lead the audience to think that you are going to say something, but instead you say something different from their expectation. Now, that is a big surprise. So you did not create big surprises in your speeches, in your speech. And second is a good way to make the audience laugh is to use stories deliver in the first person approach, not the third person. And a good one, easy way to do that is to introduce dialogues. So when you have dialogues, then the audience feel more connected to your story than if you do it in the third person approach. But overall, I thought it's a good attempt on the difficult technique of humor. I hope one day when we see you delivering cry, we will all laugh. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Chair Kim. I was not surprised by your excellent feedback, as always. Thank you. Finally, our last evaluator of tonight, PM5, EH5, Leslie Lim, will be evaluating Sonali Bhattacharya speech, The Leader Within. Leslie loves maths. Just listen to his intro. Leslie is a finance professional, father of two, and has been a member of TMCS for 6 years. Please welcome Leslie.
Very good evening, fellow Toastmasters, guests, and our very Swiss now, Toastmaster of the evening, Anna. Now tonight, Sonali is doing a project, Understand Your Leadership Style. And it's a tricky one, and it's one that I think a lot of people struggle with. Even if you are a leader, and the reason for that is we don't quite often think about what our leadership style is. It's not something natural. But tonight, I think Sonali did it with a twist. And instead of coming to it on a more traditional leadership front, she talked about her role as a leader, as a parent, which parents are also leaders. If for those of you who are not familiar with parenting, sometimes it's the worst type of group dynamic, a team that you have to lead because they live with you. You can never get away from them. Now, Sonali, I think there are a couple of things that I liked about your speech today. I like that you delivered your speech with a lot of confidence, but also a lot of passion. And that really comes true, and you get a sense of the depth of your intensity of feelings behind the words that you're saying. So well done there. I also like the fact that you had a very good eye contact. As I think Cherky mentioned in his previous evaluation, one of the keys to speaking to an audience is to making sure that you look at the camera, not the screen that you're reading from. So Sonali, I wasn't sure if you were reading from a script or if you were just very good or you have a very good camera that's focused in the middle of your screen. But well done there. It looked like you were focused on the camera and not the screen. So well done. Now, I want to give you a few things to focus on for future speeches. The first one is timing. Now, your speech ran over by about 15 seconds. So 7 minutes and 45 seconds. And in Toastmasters, we all take our timings very seriously, which is why typically the people who run over don't get voted for best speaker. And that's something that I think as you do more and more, and you maybe think about speaking on panels professionally, you want to be very cognizant and focused on. So how can you avoid speaking over? I think there are 3 suggestions. One is practice. Second is to maybe set your speech timing not at 7 minutes and 29 seconds, but at 7 minutes. And that way, even if you are a little bit longer on the day, you still have enough buffer. And then third is keep an eye on the timer. Now, in terms of focus, I thought your speech suffered a little bit, trying to cover too much material. I think it would have been more beneficial, it had you more focused on just one topic. So instead of talking about your psychological safe space and micromanaging, just focus on that one anecdote. But overall, really enjoyed the speech. Look forward to more great speeches from you. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Leslie. Excellent timing. And now that all evaluations are completed for tonight, please prepare the timer's report and QR code for voting on Mente. Sarah, do you have the timer's report? I would like to say thank you once again to all our evaluators for their valuable advice, and we sure learned a lot from you. So can we have a round of applause before we hear the timer's report? You can use your icons. Thank you. Sarah.
Yes, Madam Toastmaster and fellow Toastmasters and guests, I'm ready with the timing report. Thank you for all the evaluators for your very insightful evaluations. We have Velika at 3 minutes and 15 seconds, Wilson 3 minutes and 5 seconds, Jason 3 minutes and 27 seconds, Ching exactly at 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and Cher 3 minutes and 16 seconds, and Leslie is 3 minutes and 29 seconds. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Sarah. I can see that everyone qualifies. Woo! Can we have our QR code for voting for the best evaluator tonight? Please scan the QR code on your screen and vote for the best evaluator tonight. We have about 30 more seconds while our act counter is getting ready to share with us his report. Luca, are you ready for sharing your act counter report with us?
Yes, thank you, Madam Toastmaster. I'm ready. So I counted several for Sumithra. I counted 4, and some and some repetition. I wasn't able to count any for Ashley, so she was probably perfect, or I missed some. I counted some for Ricko. I counted some well, so, and some repetition, around 4 to 5. I counted some for Ben, 3 times so, some are around 6, 7. I counted 2 repetitions for Anita, only 1 well for Sonali and nothing else. For the table topics, I wasn't able to count much, apart from the third speaker, whose name I don't recall. He had several and several, quite a number of them, more than 10 in total. I wasn't able to count on the ones for myself, but maybe someone else can do it for me. For the evaluations, I counted some, none for Velika, some for Wilson, around 4, and several for Jason, and some repetitions. So in total, over 10. Switching, very little, just 2. None for Cher, and several for Leslie, especially and That is my summary. Thank you.
Thank you, Luca. This is super helpful for us to become aware of all those sounds that we tend to make and we don't even notice. So let's remember breathing, keep those sounds at bay. And with that, I am so grateful for having been your TME for tonight. I really miss TMCS, and it was a real pleasure to be here again with you. May I invite our club president to deliver his closing announcement and awards presentation. Please welcome Vlad.
Thank you, Anna. Let's give a round of applause to Anna. What a great TME. It's very difficult to make it exciting when you're online and you don't see the people, and she did an excellent job. So thank you so much. And we miss you, Anna. We really miss you at TMCS, and I'm glad that we got to have you join us again tonight. Well, tonight, I hope everybody had a good night. Tonight's speeches weren't just good, they were inspiring. Each one reminded us of the power of sharing our stories, reflecting where we've been and looking ahead where we want to go. From embracing the art of leadership journey, every speech carried a message of growth, purpose. From embracing art to the leadership journey, which is Sonali's speech, every speech carried a message of growth and purpose and positivity, perfectly aligned with our theme of tonight, which is a year of gratitude. So now with that, I would like to get to the announcements. Thank you everybody for joining. All right, closing remarks. Yes, so we could go to the next slide, please. All right, first thing I'd like everybody to ask here, the people that are online, if you enjoyed the meeting tonight, if you felt it was worth your time, we would love to get a 5-star review from you. It really helps our club a lot because Google is actually the main way people discover our club. So each review goes a long way for us. So appreciate it if you could scan it there. If you haven't given a review before, and just, share your thoughts. We will be sharing the next slide, please. We will be sharing the photos and of tonight's meeting and also some of the videos. So for the people that are guests tonight, the best way to stay connected with TMCS is through WhatsApp. So this is our social chat group. So if you scan that QR code, we're also going to send the link there, but that will take you to our group and you'll join it and you're going to get the photos and all the material that comes from tonight. There's a lot of information we share about public speaking. So it is the right community to join, especially here in Singapore. Next, please. Now, we also like to invite you to connect with us on LinkedIn and Instagram. Our LinkedIn has a lot of info. We're going to have also posts from tonight. But the main thing that we have there is our members showcase their achievements there. So we could follow our members. You can see how many of them are doing public speaking. You can see about 40% of our members actually are doing some sort of entrepreneurial route. So there's quite a few of them, and they're quite engaged. So that's a very good way to keep in touch with us and see what joining Toastmasters can lead to. Next, please. Last but not least, I want to promote our new YouTube page. So the Toastmasters Club Singapore now has a YouTube page, and we put the best speakers of the evening. So the people that were best speakers tonight and evaluators will get their video on this if they agree to. Of course, we're going to ask them. And we have quite a bit of content there. We have workshops from some of Singapore's best that have come to TMCS and presented. And we're going to have quite a few tips there. So if you go on our YouTube page, you'll see that we have quite a bit of content that's being loaded. It's a very useful page to learn from. Next, please. All right, this is our calendar for January. So our next meeting is going to be on January 6th. It's going to be at the Sheraton. So if you are if you're a guest and it's your first time and you're curious to check out our club in person, January 6th is the best time to start. It's going to be a New Year's theme. So we're going to send more info about that, what to wear and all that, but that is going to be on January 6th. Next thing to mention here is that on January 20th, we're going to have a club contest, and I'm going to bring up a QR code for that in a moment. And then another thing I want to mention is on January 23rd, Story Slam. We're going to have a couple of our members, including Irina and our very own Leslie Lim, two of our mentors, who are going to be competing there. So we would like to get a group to go and support them. So yes. As you guys know, TMCS has won the last 2 Story Slams, so we're on a roll here, and we want to make it a 3rd in a row. So yeah. All right. Next, please. So now this is for the speech contest, which is on January 20th. Now we have started the process with Adam Mason, who is the contest chair, and very soon you're going to start. The people that have signed up for the contest are going to start getting added to chat groups and ask for forms. Now, if you're interested in still participating in the contest, please scan this QR code, because in the next few days, we're going to start going through the waiting list and seeing who makes it or not. So right now we're at a waiting list, but those that don't wish to compete anymore, they will give up their spot and then you could get a spot. So make sure you sign up there. Next, please. We have on January 18th a workshop with Angelique Grover. That'll be at Corals. It's going to be, it's called When Your Body Says No. So it's holistic health. And it's also meant for Angelique to deliver a workshop on something that she's passionate about. So it's going to be well done. Yeah, next, please. All right, now what the moment you guys have been waiting for, and that is the award presentation. Everybody excited? Yeah? Okay, let's go to the first award. And the first award is, there's an icebreaker, correct? Let me see here. It is going to be an icebreaker. So next slide, please. And that is to Sumithra for completing her icebreaker. Congratulations. So we will do a quick photo. So whoever's a photographer, if you could help us tell us when it's ready, and then we'll do the thumbs up.
Can Sumithra say something if you don't mind? So I can catch you here. Give me a minute.
She's on, Sumithra?
Yeah, I'm there.
Mhm.
Yeah, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. I really enjoyed it. But I will be early next time to check on my audio thing. I'm so sorry about it.
Oh, no worries, no worries. It went good. It's all about, that's how we learned. We learned through these type of experiences. So great job. So who is
Thank you.
taking the photo?
Yep, I just took the photo. Thank you.
Sure, okay. Took a photo, okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Now, next is going to be runner-up for table topics. Best speaker tonight. Everybody ready? And the runner-up is Amos. Congratulations, Amos. Is he still in the building?
Yes, thank you
Yes.
so much.
Oh, good job. Oh, yes, that was very good. I remember you. Yes. Congratulations. Well done, icebreaker. Thanks for sharing your LinkedIn. Your photo.
Sorry, can you talk more? Okay, no, you're in the picture. Okay, smile. Give me a minute, yeah?
Sure.
Okay, smile. All right, got it. Thank you.
Thank you. And now for the winner of Table Topics. I think this is maybe his 3rd time in a row that he has won Table Topics on TMCS Online. And the winner is no other than Elos. Congratulations. Yes, I believe. Is this your 3rd one? Are you on, Elos? Yes, there. Is this your 3rd time you've won it?
Oh, I lost count.
You lost count, yeah,
Is
because
it?
you've won, I think, almost all the past ones. So, yes, congratulations, and thank you for joining our meetings.
Oh, thank you,
Appreciate it.
Vlad.
Yes.
Okay, let's take a picture, yeah? Smile. All right, got it. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Now we're going to go to the runner-up for Best Evaluator of the Evening. Are we ready? And the runner-up for best evaluator tonight is no other than Cher Kim. Congratulations. Cher Kim still in the building?
Yes.
Yes, okay. We take a photo.
Okay, your video is not here yet. Give me a second. Can you say something? Check him.
He has
Just keep
sunglasses
talking,
on.
if you don't mind. Yeah, you can come with your sunglasses, please. You look cool.
Yeah.
Your video is still not here, if you don't mind.
If you speak, Cher Kim, then you appear to him, it seems.
Yeah.
I think you spotlight both of us.
Yeah, that would be the easiest
All right,
section.
you're here. Give me a minute. Okay, smile. One more. You got it. Thank you.
Thank you. Congrats, Cher Kim. And now, for the best evaluator of the evening. Everybody excited? You ready? No other than Wilson Pei. Congratulations. Good job, Wilson. Actually, a very good evaluation. Been doing very good speaking jobs. And you're going to have the contest soon, so I think you're ready for it.
Thank you. Thanks, Vlad.
Yeah. We'll take a photo.
Okay, you're here. Yep. 1, 2, 3. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sheik. Thank you.
Yes, good job, Wilson. And now for the runner-up for best speaker of the evening. Everybody ready? Excited? The winner is, for runner-up is Anita Nair. Congrats, Anita. Humor, you were funny. You made us laugh. So yeah, that is a very challenging to do humor. And we had the funny woman herself tonight, TMCS funny woman, Anna. So I hope you got some tips from her how she does it. I always observe her as well.
Let me take a picture, yeah? Smile. Okay, got it. Thank you.
All right. And now for the moment we've all been waiting the whole night, why we stayed all the way till the end, and that is to know who is the best speaker of the evening. Now, drum roll, please. The best speaker tonight for her second time in a row, Ashley Yap. Congratulations. Good job, Ashley. Amazing.
Oh,
Very
thank
good
you.
Yes, you're becoming very good, very fast.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, picture time, yeah? 1,
Congrats.
2, 3. Smile. I got it. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Sheik. We appreciate it. And thank you to everybody for joining tonight. And also the role holders for the great job you've done, all the hard work in making this happen, especially during Christmas time. So until next time, on January 6th, I wish everybody Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's and Happy Holidays. Thank you so much. Take care, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Good job, Olivia.
Thank you.
Finished on time. It was very
I
good. But 6
I thought to have
speakers.
a photo with the role holder on. It's okay.
Oh, yeah? Okay, let's do that.
But yeah, oh, delete. Never mind. Next time I mentioned earlier.
Yeah. It's a good idea to have the role
Okay.
holder one.
Next year.
Makes it special.
Next year, you have.
Yeah. And then the recording. Who's doing the recording?
Yeah. I will end the recording now. Okay.
So you have it.
Or see you.
Okay.
Bye.
Take care.